After Friday's stirring come-from-behind overtime win, Portland has achieved what most experts said they needed to: split the first two in Chicago and come home even.
Big concern by many people, Bulls' ability to bounce back after the devastating loss in game number 2. Did they have enough time to get themselves straightened out?
The Blazers gonna smoke those Bulls! The Portland Trail Blazers are 8-0 in this building in the playoffs.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or Sybil or whatever. Boy, you just don't know which Bulls team is going to show up for which game.
It's not going to be the guy who scores the most points going to win this series. It's the team that's going to win the series. The best team is going to win the series. The best team is us.
I look for Portland to win the next game easily, Joe.
We built a circle around ourselves and said, we're going to stay in this circle. And no matter what goes on outside of this circle, we're not concerned with it. It was our time to really go out and shine and open up this series the way we should have did, the way we wanted to do.
Better take care of business. Let's go.
Entering Portland's den, Chicago was all business. And building an early lead, they quickly showed the Blazers that Game 2 was only a memory.
Jordan, drive by Fox area this side, turn around, puts it up, he hits.
Yes! John Paxson has shot the ball very well. Start at that end. Get back in. Possession by possession now. Come on now.
Raising their intensity, the Blazers made a statement of their own.
Kersey, corner, Drexler up the middle, he jumped! Rips City, baby! That gets the crowd going. Drexler goes in low on the block to Duckworth. He bumps and bangs, drop steps on Cartwright, put it in, and good! Oh, hold on to him! It's settled in! Oh, my!
With both teams having made their run, the Bulls held a narrow lead. Now the game would settle into a shifting struggle of competing strategies.
Post up! Don't stand out here and watch him! Cut through it! Get some activity going!
Left side, Kersey whips it, baseline, Drexler open for the hanging jam!
Get your hands out and get ready for an interception.
Back to Porter, shovel pass to Robinson, one step to the left, he lost it on the way up, stolen away by Pippen. Pippen on a break, 3-on-2.
Oh, my!
Scored!
That's the Pippen that they've been waiting for.
Let's run the floor! Come on!
And Duckworth off the board. Here's Porter leading Drexler. Wide open basketball.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to be a threat. You're rotating. All right? I'm in the post. I'm in the post.
The lead is 11. Paxson out front, spins away from Porter on the dribble drive. Gives to Michael Jordan, posting up on the right side. Jump shot at Drexler's face, and he scored.
With less than a quarter to go, the Bulls held grimly to the lead. But the inevitable Portland run was still to come.
Now the Blazers trying to poise themselves to make a run. And the crowd comes pumping back to life.
Because of the comeback made by the Blazers in Game 2, the Bulls know this team can come back.
Over to Ainge. Ainge fakes a three-pointer, gets to the foul line, puts it up, drills it with the right hand. Off the front of the rim. Rebound, Williams, long late pass to Drexler. Now to Kersey, who fumbles, gets it back, and lays it in with a reverse layup. Chicago wants to talk about it.
Boy, this is a carbon copy of Game 2.
Here they come. You're rotating. All right? So you got to hold off in here. They're going to let them beat the hell out of you, so you might as well get used to it and just be strong.
With this crucial game on the line, the Bulls looked for strength inside themselves and each other. This time there would be no letdown. They were ready.
Here's Duckworth, blocked by Grant. Fakes right, drives left, rolls it up for one.
Drexler on the move against Pippen to the baseline, runs into him, offensive foul on Drexler.
Jordan dribbling down the clock underneath. Horace Grant wide open, slams it down.
To Michael, he shifts gears down the lane, ducks in, layup, got it. Jordan ducking inside.
Ainge cross-court bounce pass, stolen by Paxson away from Porter. And Paxson lays it in. And this one is all but over in Portland. And the crowd heads to the parking lot here in the City of Roses.
The Chicago Bulls going up 2-1 in this best of 7.
As they prepared for Game 4, the Bulls were once again feeling relaxed and loose. The pressure was now on Portland, and Chicago could breathe a welcome sigh of relief.
That's bad sound. That's bad sound. Clang.
Remember what your mindset is for this next game coming up. Rest and recuperation. All right.
Game 4, let's go!
Cruising to an early lead, the Bulls maintained their upbeat mood.
Yes! 3-on-2, Pippen with the change of pace.
Yeah! Blow him out! Blow him out!
Scoring at will against the reeling Blazers, the Bulls looked to end the contest early.
And the Bulls really putting it on the Trailblazers in the early going.
But what had started as confidence began to turn to carelessness.
Let's go, fellas!
Unable to recapture their rhythm, the Bulls were suddenly struggling.
Well, that was un-Jordan-esque because Michael Jordan's tired, Joe. There's no question about it.
With fatigue setting in, the Bulls' grip on the game was loosening, and the Blazers began to smell blood.
Overplayed, goes in low to Scott Williams, got around Cliff Robinson, and is fouled hard. Pushed him.
That is a personal foul on number 3. That is a flagrant foul, penalty 1 on 25.
Jerome Kersey's dramatic foul brought the Blazers to a frenzied pitch, and the Bulls began to get a nightmarish feeling of deja vu.
Blazers executing flawlessly now, and the Bulls out of sync. Underneath, Horace goes up, blocked by Cliff Robinson, and Robinson tears it out of there. Great defensive play by Robinson.
And the Bulls have become unraveled here. Michael Jordan thought he had tied him up.
You get in the championship round and you're playing over 100 games in 8.5 months. It's a grind. I don't know how to explain it. When we try to put a team away, we haven't been able to do it.
I don't think they can get their bodies to do it because their minds are not telling their bodies. And the mind, Joe, controls the body.
The biggest challenge that we had was within ourselves, fighting with ourselves to try to maintain that edge. And that's been the case, basically. We've been fighting with ourselves.
3-on-2. Porter gave it back. Drexler.
Winning time. It's usually Jordan time, but it hasn't been tonight.
So the Trailblazers tying the series at 2.
Well, we had that game in hand and let it slip. That's the way we feel about it tonight, that we let a great opportunity pass us by.
How sweet it is. That's what all over to say, it's another game they gave away. But they let them keep giving these games away. We'll take them.
We found out in this playoff that it's been a roller coaster, one game up, one game down. But this team has never lacked confidence. That's been a mark of this team, being able to bounce back when a little adversity has hit us.
Pippen, quick drop step around, Porter slam jam. And now Michael fires a 3 and scores.
Pippen with the snap and the bucket. Beautiful move. Here's Jordan on the pull-up. Yes!
Ball batted up in the air, stolen by Pippen. Pippen brings it down 2-on-1. Jordan on the right wing. Pippen and jams over Drexler.
Everything's working for Chicago.
With Pippen and Jordan leading the way, the Bulls began Game 5 as if every possession was their last.
Jackson, yes! Jordan setting up Conroy. Yes! Oh! What a rejection!
Yeah, boy!
Blazers on the move. Drexler, he turned it over.
The Blazers in the early going look unsettled.
A technical foul called on Puck Williams.
Tell him to keep his mouth shut! You stop talking! Don't you stop talking!
Portland's fans could only watch in despair as the Bulls dismantled the Blazers.
Side fadeaway jumper, he scores. Oh, Michael turned an ankle, slipped.
But Chicago would face some anguish of their own.
The franchise is sitting down on the bench holding his left ankle. Bill Jackson better talk about this.
Get yourself under control, both of you. We need you.
And Chicago going through a little bit of a gut check right now.
But even with their leader sidelined, the Bulls refused to falter. In this game, Chicago would not give Portland any second chances. Portland was helpless before Chicago's onslaught, and it only got worse.
Here comes Jordan back in, still favoring that ankle, but he's going to play some more. Wheels it out back to Jordan. Michael fires a three. He was open. He buries it. A dagger! A dagger!
With Jordan providing the finishing touch, the Bulls' triumph was complete. They had regained control of the series.
Take it back to the city!
And they were going home.
And the defending world champions are one victory away from making it 2 NBA titles in a row.